These before and after snapshots of rescued dogs will make you cry. Ditched, abandoned, or mistreated, these animals found themselves in dire straits. After getting rescued and cleaned up with both medical and emotional care, these dogs have become icons of hope. 11. Cedar. When rescuers found this poor pooch waiting, presumably for a human that would never return, they named him Cedar after the nearby golf course. But Cedar scored a hole-in-one with his new family and is now the perfect picture of happiness. No longer skinny and bald, he looks like a completely different dog. 10. Coffee. Poor Coffee was found on a quiet holiday resort in Antigua. Despite suffering from a nasty skin condition, he still had enough love in him to wag his tail at his rescuer. Yet after only a month of bathing to treat his skin condition, along with some tender loving care, Coffee has every reason to wag his tail again. What a transformation! 9. Ellen. The Trio Animal Foundation found this unidentifiable ball of urine-soaked hair and didn't know which end was what. The foundation discovered, after shaving off 2 pounds of hair, a beautiful little female puppy they named Ellen. And perhaps unsurprisingly, one of her rescuers began fostering her immediately. 8. Isa. This stray dog was seen meandering the streets around the old Potworks Reservoir in Antigua. A couple of days later, a worker from Paw's Animal Shelter on the island picked her up, and that was the beginning of her new life. The Paws volunteers named her Isa, and 5 months later, she was looking much healthier. Luckily, Paws is a no-kill shelter, so rescued dogs are able to live with foster parents until they find their forever homes. 7. Shrek. Found homeless in Ontario, Shrek got his name because his mud and feces-caked mane made the poor dog look and smell like a swamp monster. After being rescued, Shrek had his excess fur shaved, wounds treated, and a burr removed from his eye. Following a period of readjustment, he found his happily ever after with a loving family. 6. Olivia. Unfortunately, Olivia's past is a mystery, so we'll never know who caused the abuse she suffered. Her owner adopted her without prejudice from an animal shelter, where she found the poor pooch to be highly emaciated, her ribs being disturbingly visible. Here's Olivia a year later. As you can see, things turned out just fine for her. The hardest thing to fathom was just how such a sweet animal could have possibly been left to get to that state, her owner wrote. 5. Hippo. Poor little Hippo was given to the Trio Animal Foundation when her owner's girlfriend feared the dog's skin condition might be contagious to their other dogs. But under medical care, Hippo made a full recovery, and thankfully she now has a beautiful shiny coat and a loving forever home. 4. Rasta. Rasta here was found on the streets of Montreal, his filthy matted furs severely restricting his movement. It turned out that underneath 6 pounds of knots and tentacle-like clumps was a beautiful little Shih-Tzu, a cross between a poodle and a Shih Tzu. Rasta finally found his forever home, but was still nervous about leaving the house. 3. Treasure. It's hard to tell, but this poor creature is a purebred miniature poodle. She was found at the side of a road in Mississippi, with fur so matted she couldn't walk. She had to be anesthetized to have her fur clipped, but vets found a real treasure underneath and named her as such. After 2 months of recovery, Treasure found her feet and faith in humanity again. 2. Penelope. The Jason DeBeau Heigl Foundation took poor Penelope from a Los Angeles animal shelter. No-kill practices have yet to be implemented citywide in LA, so Penelope's unwanted state put her on death row. Yet after 2 months' worth of treatment, Penelope made a stunning recovery. Her fur grew back, revealing a gorgeous German Shepherd, and she was given some new humans for Christmas. 1. Miley. Poor Miley had been living on a rubbish dump for a long stretch before she came to the attention of animal rescue charity Hope for Paws. However, after a stay at a veterinary care center, she was finally able to recover. Within 3 months, She had found a home too, and as you can see, she's doing just fine.